Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to do a run through of our budget so far for this week and how we're doing. Basically a little check-in just to see that we have or what we have overspent on and what we are doing okay on. So income from sales has been climbing steadily, so we are now at 2,197 of the 5,000. Other income has been received, so that's now 1,200. The rollover was a little bit more than what we expected or budgeted. Then our Google One went off, that's why it's in yellow. Yellow is amount spent, that's exactly what we budgeted, and orange is over budget, blue is under budget. So that's just my way of keeping track and just looking at the budget for the week and knowing exactly which things need attention and which don't. Then our Netflix is going off on the 14th, but we have that set aside, which is why I have the tick there. Bank charges I haven't put away yet because it usually goes off between the 15th and the 20th, but our overdraft fee has been added, so we have that set aside in the bank account. Electricity, we have used half of the budget. Courier, we have spent 120 on, but that was not budgeted. So this is over, but this is also related to some of the other income that we received. And yeah, so that was needed to generate the income, as it was items that I sold that was laying around the house. And I'm going to be doing a lot of that now because we are moving in about 2 months time across the country. So yes, we basically bought a house unseen. We have seen it since, well, my partner has, I haven't, but we basically bought a house just from looking at photos and a video call. And I need to reduce the items in the house, but at the same time some of it can make us an income or extra income, which is the other income. So I've sold a bunch of things this week that was just laying around in the house, not high value items, but a lot of the lower value items. So I'm basically going to sell whatever I can just because we have such a lot of debt, and I'm going to use that money to fund our budget for now until the sales go back up to where they used to be, which is 5,000 plus in a week. So at the moment I'm not working as much because I do need to pack up an entire house and I do need to run around to get boxes, and I have to get things packed, well, the things we can so long, and sort through things just to reduce some of it because it is quite expensive to move across the country. That won't be an expense from my budget though, that will come from my partner's budget, so he's going to pay for the move, so that's not something I have to worry about. You will also notice that rent and such things aren't on my budget. That's all on my partner's, and then whatever he has left over goes into our one credit card account, so it reduces the balance. Then Google One, we have paid, as I said. Netflix, we haven't paid yet, but we have the amounts. So all of these, we have the amounts except for bank charges, and then we still need to add 254 for electricity. So that's going to be two things I fill up as we get more income, which I'm sure we will over the week. Then food, we have spent our budget on food completely. I actually took a little bit out of meat as well. We now have 120 of the 200 I've put into the envelope still in it. Fuel, I've spent 100, so there's still 100 left, but we did put in the amount that's in the envelope. At the end of the week, if there's anything left, I will deduct it. Then snacks, we've spent 70. Wood, we haven't spent anything. Entertainment, we did spend. That was Uber Eats on Wednesday when we didn't have electricity to cook dinner ourselves. So that was unplanned, but also unavoidable in a way, because we couldn't cook food, there were no electricity, and we couldn't really not eat. So that was just unplanned and unfortunate, the timing of the power cut, because we didn't plan ahead of time. If we planned ahead of time, we could have done something like hot dogs or something like that. Then our sinking funds, school, we've put 500 into. There's 100 left, as we had to buy a bunch of things for school. Kids, we put 250 in, but I have used 140 for some things for the baby. So we still have 360 left. Then vaping, we had 200 put aside. I still have 180, and there was still 10 left from last week. I spent 30 on a new coil. Toiletries, we have 250 set aside, still have it all. Medical, we had 100 set aside, I still have that. Birthdays, we haven't put anything away. Christmas, we haven't. We still will fill that up once we get more income. Then licensing, we have 250 set aside. Car maintenance, I've put 50 aside. I still have to withdraw more cash to put the other 100 with it, but we haven't spent anything from that. It's just that I still have to get cash to add to this. Then clothing, we didn't have anything. Parent visits, mom, laptop, mattress, I still will add that once we get the income, but my priority now is to have the loan amount that we budgeted paid, the bank charges, and the electricity. I don't think we're going to need more money for food this week, and then I'll worry about the last sinking funds. The important ones are covered. We've also added 400 to family fund, as we do plan on going on a boat trip this weekend, so as an outing for the kids, and that's just something we want to do because we haven't done anything in a while. And also the electricity will be off on Sunday, so we just thought that might be something fun to do with the kids. Then our personal loan, I've made 3 payments of 8.89, 240 and 55, so that adds up to 303.89 so far for this week. I am aiming to get to the 957, but I'm pretty sure we can do that. I will, however, say that tomorrow we have doctor's appointments, so we won't be doing any of this. Like any income, I don't think any income will be added tomorrow, so I'm also not planning on spending anything. I do have the cash for the doctor's visit in the kids fund, so I'm just going to take it out of there. It's just for vaccines, so it's nothing major, it's just basics, and it will be around 100 if at most, if that. So that's just basically how we're doing so far. The 120 over here will be added to the loan amount. Actually, I don't have to withdraw it, I can just transfer it. Okay, so I would just have to transfer that to the loan, so then it will be 423.89, so that's good. Then we're halfway there almost, so I think that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna make the sales target, but if we don't fill up the birthdays and the mattress for now, it's fine, since we will probably be adjusting some of our sinking funds until we move to cover everything we have to. But also on the other hand, we will be saving on our rent by about 7,000 to 8,000 a month, so that's great, because our mortgage is actually less than half of what we're paying now for rent. So I do think we will be a bit better off and able to pay off debt quicker, and also have our own house, which is something amazing to me. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of how far we've come this week so far. I mean, we're not halfway through the week and we already have more than half of the income we needed. So I'm just going to hold on tight and work on it as much as I can. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like or subscribe to our channel if you would like to follow along on our journey to paying off 500,000 in debt. So, while it was just over, it's now less. We are in the 400s range now, and I think we're doing pretty good. So yeah, I'd love if you would follow along. If you would like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so, and I'll see you next time. Bye.